is due to them directly coming to my page. So not Twitter, Facebook, and Google. So somebody, I think, has my page favorited as a bookmark, and they keep clicking on it every time to pull up the stream, as opposed to going to Twitch and going through their follows. Because that doesn't make any sense. Why I would have like a direct link referral, which means it's letting me know that Facebook isn't pulling in anybody, Twitter's barely pulling in people. Somebody pulled me up with Google. Somebody actually typed in Zigguroy on Google and pulled me up. That's weird to me. Oh, I love stats too. I'm a huge stat whore. But yeah, my days are just really, they're all over the place. This 24-hour stream I did really fucked up my stats right here. Threw off Twitch real bad. They didn't know what was going on that day. This little thing right here tells you how many, if I'm streaming over 5 hours, which I usually am. You might have been the one who Googled me. That's funny. So we can look at new followers too. 65 followers, 53 followers on Wednesday and Thursday. That's what's so important about being over 10 viewers. I get no followers, 4 followers, 8 followers, 3 followers, 1, 65, 53. Oh, see, Rebel Red, so you, and not that it matters, like, you guys aren't doing anything wrong by doing that, but you are this. So, like, whenever I go for Maximilian Dude stream, I just type in Max, and then that pops up, and if I hit enter, that's a direct, unknown link. But if I was to go hit the follow button, and then click on him, then it's gonna not refer to that as an external referrer. Hey, Roddy, what's going on? So, the thing is the majority, if you look, 438 views, the majority of my traffic comes from people who have followed me. They go through the follow page. It's actually in 3 pieces, right? 1/3 of the people who watch me hit me because I'm on their follower screen. 1/3 of the people who hit me found me through the browser page, so they're going through people who are playing StarCraft and pulled me up. And then 1/3 is hitting me through direct link. So, like, 1/3 of the people who watch me, or 1/3 of my views, is what you're doing, Rebel Red. So that means it would have to be somebody else, because you're not, you're not 1/3 of my viewership. So there's dozens of you, dozens. That's the only way to get to you for you. What do you mean, Glorious? By hitting the follower button, or just direct link? I don't know. But you're only 200 follows away from the Atomic Noodle Challenge, yeah. I was once upon a time, it's true. You were through the follower screen on the app. Yeah, see? Well then, in that case, yeah, you'd be a follower, and you'd be on probably the iOS or the Android app there. Somebody pulls me up on their TV. Whoa. Some poor schlub's watching me on their mobile web. But yeah, they really overhauled this. Clips. Had a bunch of clips one day. Oh, it's when I got nuked. Oh, do you? Yeah, so that's the new stat page. But yeah, you're right though. Back to what you were saying, Rebel Red, is a lot of people try it out and then they give up. I got a lot more staying power than that, and I do a lot more gaming. One of the things I got up on a lot of people for this is a lot of people like games, but there's not a lot of people out there who are obsessed with games like I am. Like, I am totally cool with just playing video games. Like, 100% of the time. People get bored of video games. I just don't. I just don't get bored of it. I'll never feel like, oh, I just don't want to play anything right now. I could do 60 hours a week, easy, without even batting an eye at it. So I'll have that up on a lot of other streamers that I won't get any decay from it. The worst that will happen is I'll get bored of a game and I just move to a different game. But I have no problem just gaming and gaming and gaming and gaming. What is the Atomic Noodle Challenge? If I could play games all day and get paid for it, I would. Easy stream, easy game, easy. Yeah, well, Glorious, I would like to get paid for it. This month's been bad. We were progressively getting better and better as far as income, but this month's been really, really low for me. So I gotta do something to start driving up higher viewers so that I can net more bit activity. I need to keep the bits coming in and the subs, and I'm starting to stale out. But to answer your question, Glorious, Atomic Noodle Challenge. It's the Nuclear Noodle Challenge. I mean, yeah, I guess you could just Google it. Basically, there's this company that makes ramen noodles, and it's from South Korea, and they've created a extremely spicy chicken that they call the Atomic version. And a bunch of people have ordered it and tried it out and made YouTube videos of them eating it and crying, and it's turned into like this challenge of them eating really spicy ass noodles. I love spicy food, so I don't think this is going to be a problem at all. It's not even 1 million Scoville. It's like 800,000 Scoville, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. But, yeah, for us hitting 1,000 followers, I'm going to do that challenge. We'll do it on a Tuesday. We'll bring out Ollie, we'll do Tortoise Tuesday, and then we'll follow up Tortoise Tuesday with the Nuclear Noodle Challenge. I think they didn't die. Yeah, that's true too. Well, actually, new businesses are in the red for the first 2 years, which, I mean, I guess we kind of are. Okay. I wanted to heal, but alright. Yeah, we just need to... I just need to keep growing us. 1 24-hour stream a month, I think, is a really good way for me to go about doing that. I need to decide what I'm going to do for September. Because October will be Shadows of War. We're going to do a midnight launch and 24-hour stream of that. Get the fuck out of here. You got Warhammer 2 coming up. Those streams have always been your highest viewer count. I don't know why. I'm not particularly good at it. I understand how the game works, and that's it. Well, the thing is I don't see a lot of growth when a new game comes out, because when a new game comes out, all the big streamers jump on it, and they drown me. Yeah, see, I'm realizing what I need to be doing as a small streamer. What I need to be doing is playing the games that launch when they launch, and I have to pick which games I stick with. and it's kind of good because it's helping me save money. All the big streamers, they play whatever is popular and new, because that brings in, like, once you got a reputation, playing the newest game as soon as possible, so pre-release most of the time, or launch day, just, like, really brings in a shit ton of people for you, because people want to check out the game. But if you're not known, those guys are doing that, and it's not going to do you any good. But what happens is they have to move on to the next big game that just came out. So, for example, Burke Black was killing me on Total War when Norska first came out, because he got Norska a day early, and he had a campaign in the works, so he was killing me. And I wasn't getting any views for the Norska campaign because he was in the midst of doing it himself. But as soon as he stopped, I started getting tons of viewership. So what's recent? Oh, Dauntless. He was playing Dauntless, and I was getting killed on Dauntless views. But then he got access to, and it's not just him, right? Like, I'm not just competing with him, but it's an example because everybody's doing what he's doing. All the big streamers are. As soon as the Call of Duty World War II beta launched, all the big streamers went over to that, which I'm not jumping on that. So I'm getting the viewers from Dauntless and StarCraft now. So what I've learned is, when there's a new game that comes out, I need to pick it up and not stop playing it after the initial hype train is over. Because what they're going to do is they're going to stop playing it because something else gets their attention and they need to stay relevant. I keep playing it after that. So then what ends up happening is you got like tens of thousands of people watching StarCraft because it's on launch day and all the big streamers are playing it. And then they stop playing it and they go off to something else that's getting them even more viewership. And all of a sudden there's a bunch of people who are like, well shit, I wanted to see more StarCraft. And I'm in there playing. Total War just has like a ton of people who love it. And I think it's a big Europe game too. People in Europe love Total War. The fuck, did I get turned to stone? So when it gets late at night, I use Total War to be able to like really get some viewers because a lot of those people show up and start watching. Yeah, so I'm gonna start. In short, I'm gonna start basically picking every other game. And really, I'm just gonna play the shit that I'm excited about and just hope it works. But like, I didn't jump on Uncharted. So all the big streamers are in the midst of trying to get through Uncharted right now, and I'm not touching it. So I chose not to buy that one, which is saving me a little bit of money. And also, it's getting me more views because I'm off playing something else. But then, I don't know. Toxic has always been after me since I started streaming to stop Final Fantasy Friday. She wants me to completely just abandon it because it's my worst day. And Friday could potentially be one of the best viewer days. But my theory was, because I do it in the first 4 hours of the day, I'm not missing anybody, because most of my viewers come about midway through and later in the day. But at the same time now, like, I'm 3 games into Final Fantasy Friday Challenge. If I quit, that means I failed the challenge. And I don't want the first challenge I do on stream to be a failure. But she's got a point, though. It's like, it's not been... It doesn't bring in a ton of viewers. The most I got from playing Final Fantasy was Shahali showed up for Final Fantasy 2, and he's been around for a good chunk of Final Fantasy 3 thus far. But he's strictly around for just Final Fantasy, so like I didn't really get a viewer there. Like, this didn't do me anything. I don't want to heal this early. Yeah, I love Shahali. I think he's a great guy. I like when he hangs out and he talks, but he's here for Final Fantasy though. So that didn't really give me growth. Yeah, dude, he loves. Well, he's a huge Final Fantasy 2 nerd, but he's played quite a bit of Final Fantasy. I really like the Final Fantasy Challenge because I've always loved the Final Fantasy games I beat. And I didn't realize how good the old ones were. Final Fantasy 1 and 2 were super good. Glorious
To keep helping out. D.